Hey. Oftentimes I forget that I'm live, and so I'll just start talking at random. But here we are. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. This is kind of like a pop-up live. All right, so we got that, we got that. It looks like I am live on YouTube, which is good. I am probably also live on a few other platforms, which is also good. And I should probably let people know that I'm live on the old internet. That always makes for a better thing. So let me just, I'm going to put in my, let's see, we'll do this one. Let's see, live. I'm going to put live now. Come by and hang out. I have not spelled the word correctly. I have not spelled the word correctly yet. All right. So, hey, if you, it looks like I've got one person on. Comment where you're from. Comment what questions you have. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk unless someone has a question, comment, concern, a deep thought that I'd be happy to answer. But I like to try and make things as simple as possible. Again, welcome. This is live. If you've got questions, definitely throw them out there. I'd be happy to answer them. I'm just going to put in here. Let's see if I can get spell some of these words right. Got questions? I will answer them. But I can't press upon you. The only thing you have to do to be successful online, and it seems like I'm oversimplifying it, but I'm not. If you want to be if you want to be successful online, you simply have to find a problem, and then the question that people are asking underneath that problem. Hey, thanks for the likes that are coming in. I appreciate it. Find one problem, find the questions that people are asking underneath that one problem, and solve it again and again and again. That's all you have to do if you want to be successful online. Now, there's a bunch of little steps that you need to take in between there. Like you need to get good at content creation. You need to get good at, keyword research and finding questions that people want to answer. But at its core, at its foundation, that's all you're doing. Look at everything from a different way. Hi, I'm from Portugal. Got any advice on how to grow my YouTube channel? There's a few ways to do that. One way would be to create content based on keywords. So do keyword research. Another thing that you can do to grow your YouTube channel is post clips on social media. Another thing that worked out for me really well over the last year or so is to challenge the common narrative. So, what's the common narrative that your niche is talking about that you can challenge and that you can disagree with? Now, only disagree with something if you can, if you really truly believe it. Don't just disagree for the heck of it. For example, in my niche, a lot of people tell you that you can make money online doing these stupid side hustles, doing like surveys. One of my videos did very well when I was simply challenging that narrative because, in fact, you can't. And so there will be people that resonate with you if you can challenge that common narrative. What's your cozy cup music? What's your niche? And maybe I'll give you some better suggestions and information. I'm working from home and I'm trying to make an extra $20 to $50 a day. What's your best advice? So I have a problem with that type of question because I don't know what your skills are. I would say take whatever skills that you have offline, apply them online. If you don't have any skills, go out and develop some skills. I can't tell you what would work for you because I don't know who you are. I don't know what you do, and I don't know what you're good at. If you have a particular set of skills, maybe you're really good at Excel, then I can help you. I can give you a step-by-step plan on what to do. But I can't just go out and tell you do this, this, and this. Um, do this, this, and this, and you'll automatically hit $20 to $50 per day. Nobody could tell you that. What I can tell you is take whatever skills you have, apply them, create content around the skills that you have, and you can be successful online. Thanks for the likes that are coming in. I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm working from home. So how can I make money selling products online? By posting products and selling them, digital products. So Jackie wants to know, How can she be successful online? Um, what you want to do first, it kind of depends on where you're going to create content. So there, for me, it's a very simple process. You have a niche or an area that you're creating content, questions that you're answering, and problems that you're solving. Figure out where you're going to create that content, because the answer that I give you will really depend on where you plan on creating that content. For example, if you are creating content on YouTube or a blog, it's more keyword focused. For example, let's say you are in the pets niche. You are going to go out and find questions that people are asking regarding to the pets niche. Have a good day too. I appreciate the likes that came in. If you are creating content on TikTok, for example, you are going to speak to people's challenges, problems, pain points, goals, and dreams. So it really all depends, Jackie, on let's say, for example, I have a course on photography. I want to figure first I got to figure out who I'm talking to. Am I talking to people that are already interested in photography, or am I talking to people that may want to get into photography but don't know how to get started? So first you've got to get clear on who you're talking to and what problems you can solve for them. Okay? And once you have that idea, you know who you're talking to and the problems that you want to solve for them, you identify the problems, the questions, the challenges that they might be running into. For example, if my course is on photography, I might create a piece of content, a video that says, hey, you may feel like you need to have a $3,000 camera to create stuff online, but the best photos I've ever taken have been with my iPhone. Let me know if that makes sense. So you've got to identify who you're talking to. You've got to identify their pain points, what they want to achieve, and then you can start from there and create content. Let's see. Jackie, let me know if that makes sense. Thanks for answering. My channel is more of a background music ambience faceless channel. I mean, who are you talking to with that type of content? Are you talking to people that are studying? Are you talking to people that maybe are trying to go to sleep? I find that type of content is going to be hard to monetize, Cozy Cup, simply because there's a lot of people out there that are doing it and they're putting in like a lot of junk content, and it makes it very challenging. I work well and better with people that have a niche and they're doing either talking head or they're doing voiceless videos, things like that. Not voiceless, but faceless content. That's usually a little bit easier to monetize and to plan a strategy around, simply because it's a little bit more clear cut. Creepy Chronicle says, hey Alston, I love your content so much, buddy. I've commented on many of your videos, quite a lot actually. I look up to you and would love to have you to be my full-time job career one day. Really, you just have to go out and develop. So what I recommend everyone do, it's really simple. It's hard to execute. It's hard to execute, but it's really simple. Get 1% better every single day. Okay. Your goal should only be to get 1% better every single day. So whatever that you did yesterday, how can you improve on that? So Creepy Chronicles wants to go full time with YouTube. What can you do today that will make you 1% better? Is it working on your thumbnails? Is it working on your engagement? Is it working on other monetization strategies? Because if you're only worried about monetizing with YouTube or or TikTok, you're going to be working very hard. Okay. However, if you have a plan to monetize outside of the partner programs and the creativity programs, you can be really successful much quicker. Music requires YouTube requires a lot of pushing through the tough times. Yes, that's correct. The more you push, the closer you get to. Yeah. So anyone that's been around my channel a lot knows that I talk all about consistency and persistence. If you want to be successful online, you got to be consistent. You got to be persistent. You have to be stubborn. You're gonna have to be stubbornly. I don't have any water. You have to be stubborn. You guys might see me pass away. I'm like, oh, excuse me. Oh, I'll be right back. Oh, I don't have any water up here. All right. I am back. I didn't know if I was going to make it. Um, whew, I didn't know if I was going to make it, but I'm back. As I was mentioning, stubborn consistency and persistence if you want to be successful online. Those are really the two foundational skills that you need. Everything else can be learned. Everything else can be developed. But those are the two most important things. Let's see. Thanks again. How much money can you scale social money? How much money can you scale social media money to? Well, you're not going to like this. This is going to be a vague answer, but there are 4 billion people on the internet. That's how much you can scale to. Now, I did the math somewhere, but that comes out to 0.00000. No, that's not right. But I mean, your target audience is, let's say, depending on what your niche is, your target audience is a minimum of 1 million people. So how many people do you need to get in front of in order to scale to the highest I mean, like, you can't really even answer that. You can scale as high as you want, you know. Again, but it comes down to consistency and persistence. So there's no like there's no top, okay? Simply there's no top because people that know, like you, and trust you will buy from you again and again and again. So there's 4 billion people that have access to the internet. Obviously, not all of those people are going to be interested in your thing, but if people like and trust you, they'll come back to you again and again and again. Think about Amazon. Amazon, this is going to sound bad, but last Sunday I had like 3 separate orders from Amazon because I know, like, and trust them enough. But that's kind of that's your scale, if that makes sense. There's 1 billion people on YouTube. There's 1 billion people on TikTok. There's 1 billion people on Facebook. All you need is less than 1% of those in order to have a very good living. I learned to work on service. The money will come. Yeah. Is the only way to make money really just months and months of waiting? No, it's about action. It's about consistent action every single day. Now think about it like this. Do I sing? No, I cannot sing at all. I was in the choir. Ooh, I don't like this. I was in the choir when I was a kid, and I hated it. And I stopped. I didn't sing after that. So is the only way to make money really just months and months of waiting? No, it's daily, consistent, and persistent actions of getting 1% better. That's how you start seeing results. I actually uploaded a video about this earlier today. I just got back from my son's soccer game and they got blown out. They lost like 15 to 0. They didn't score any points. My son almost had a goal. But you could tell the difference between the kids that practiced every single day or multiple times per week and the kids that just showed up on Saturday to play. My kids just showed up on Saturday to play and they got blown out. And it's the same thing with your business. If you just show up on Saturday or one day a week or when you feel like it, you're going to struggle to be successful. However, if you show up every single day working on getting 1% better, because that's all you have to do is work on getting 1% better, and you'll be successful online. So I would not wait. The last thing that I would do is wait. The last thing I would do is wait. I would take action every single day, consistently and persistently, looking for signs of success. Has this happened to you where your channel on YouTube suddenly dies out of nowhere? It's happened to me over the past 6 videos that I published, even though they're in the same exact content. So yeah, you know what's weird is I think part of the problem that we're seeing is that there's an influx of AI content out there. And so when there's a flood, there's a gold rush. Everyone's telling you that you can create AI content and be a zillionaire. When there's a rush of that sort, I think the views are going to drop. But I think it'll balance itself back out once people stop making AI content, and that will only happen when YouTube decides to start demonetizing that type of content. But yeah, what you're competing against, if you're making regular content, not AI content, you're facing a flood of that. You're facing a flood of TikTok shorts or YouTube shorts. Facing a flood of competition from all directions, and you got to be able to change and adapt and to navigate. Hello, bro. I am new to affiliate marketing. How long will it take to make $3,000 per month as a complete beginner? I don't know, but you can do the math and figure that out, right? If you're selling $100 product, how many people do you need to get $100 product or to make $3,000 with a $100 product, right? And then once you figure that out, you can work backwards or reverse engineer, as the cool people say, and you can figure out how many people you need to get in front of every single day to figure out um, exactly what you need to do. So, um, so yeah, and I don't know your skills. I don't know your ability. I don't know where you're starting from. I don't know how consistent you are. So if someone tells you that they know exactly how long it'll take you to be successful, they have no idea what they're talking about, and they're basically just going to try and sell you something. I have no idea how long it'll take. I don't know how long it'll take you to be consistent. I don't know where you are with your content, with your strategy, with your skills. I don't know if you're going to follow my advice, quite honestly. If I tell you to do email marketing and you're not willing to do that, you're going to struggle. So I don't know. I can't answer that question. The improvement of your service. How much money have you made online? I've made a decent amount. I've made a lot more than others, but not as much as some. This is my working online is my full-time job. Yeah, 15 to 0. It happens. It happens. That happens when you play a team that has been a team for weeks and months, and that happens when you have a group of kids that only come together on Saturdays and they only play and talk to each other for the hour that they're together. And so you can see the difference. And it's incumbent on my son to decide, hey, do I want to be good at soccer or do I want to get beaten, embarrassed every Saturday? I'm okay with either. I make AI horror content, to be fair, but I managed to get 8,000 subs over last year, although I've never done YouTube before, so I'm quite happy with the result. The videos dying is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it can happen. I posted over 600 posts on Instagram and only have 400 followers. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. I'm not great at Instagram, and I won't lead you astray and tell you what you're doing wrong because, hey, thanks for the likes that are coming in. I appreciate it. So, I don't know. I'm not a guru by any means when it comes to Instagram. I have no idea. Money shouldn't be your objective. Working on your service and answering questions will build so yeah, so the only thing that you need to focus on is solving problems, answering questions. If you can do that, you can be successful online. But most people struggle because they're chasing after the money. They feel like if they're not making money, they're not seeing results and they're not successful. So what you want to do to be successful is make sure that you are serving people at the highest level possible. I didn't become successful until I started serving people and stopped thinking about buy, 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 buy. A lot of people that are new to affiliate marketing, they're new to content creation, they're new to making money online. It's all about buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, when it should be about how can I serve my customer or my target audience at the highest level. But in reality, what you want to do is identify questions that people have and solve them. So pick a category that you want to focus on. It can be in basket weaving, it can be in social media management, it can be in pets or dogs, it can be in helping people build their YouTube channel, and simply just go out there, selflessly solve problems, and eventually the money will come. Now, people don't want to hear that because they're used to taking an action and getting a direct result from that action. For example, people go to work and they know that at the end of at the end of, oh, I gotta fix this. So I'm having this issue with my I need like a brick or something. Um how do you consistently get people to sign up for your mailing list? Provide value, and provide value again and again and again. I'm gonna have to like lift this up while this is. So I'm having an issue that my desk here, and this is a problem that I'm running into that somebody could solve. My desk, I have this microphone that's connected to a desk microphone stand. The problem that I'm having is that the edge of my desk is not a right angle, and so it keeps like tilting down. So if I let it go like this, it's going to fall off. And so what I need to do is I need to find a solution. And so after this video, which I might have to cut short, after this, I'm going to have to jump on the internet to see if I can find a solution to this problem. But there are lots of solutions out there, and you just have to um, you have to find them. You have to identify them. How do you consistently get people to sign up for your mailing list? So what you got to do is you have to create content that actually solves a problem that resonates with your target audience. One thing that people will say on my content is that I create the same videos. Essentially, yes. I create different versions of the same video over and over again. And that's basically what you have to do. What you have to realize is being successful online is boring and repetitive. Anybody that's really successful online will tell you it's boring and it's repetitive. Oh, I hate that this fell off. Um, and you have to get good at the boring and repetitive stuff in order to be really successful. Most people, oh, I am just completely falling apart here. Most people want exciting and new and all sorts of stuff, but no, it's boring, it's repetitive, and you've got to get good at the boring and repetitive. Any other questions? Let's see, let's see. And the really interesting thing is, back to your question on how to consistently get people to your sign up, I don't ever really have a call to action in my content. It's just that people are so compelled by what I'm telling them, how I'm solving their problems, that they want to learn more. They want to work with me. They want to see what else I can offer them, and I offer them additional value. And that's what's really cool. A lot of people will say, have a call to action, have a call to action. If you watch my videos, oftentimes I forget. I rarely will have a call to action because it's not always required. It's not always needed. Oh, I gotta figure out a plan B here with this, which is not great. I gotta figure out a plan B. And so what will probably happen, like I said, my problem right now, as you can see, um, is I'm gonna have to either buy a new microphone stand. I had purchased some wood. You guys probably can't see that. I purchased some wood in order to kind of like fashion this, but that didn't work. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out. What do you think is the best way to get into the finance niche? I'm thinking of making a faceless YouTube channel, but to be honest, the niche is extremely competitive. So I'm a bit worried about losing motivation when I realize the channel won't be doing well right away. Um, I what I would recommend that you do is niche down inside of finance. Um, what are some topics that you can say inside of the finance niche? Hi, how are you? And focus on building a core audience. Is it worth building a social media audience, which takes months and months? Isn't it better to just get a job? Why can't you do both? How long does it really take you to create content on social media? TikTok videos are a minute long. Do both. I certainly recommend everyone have a job. If you don't have any income coming in, get a job. It'll take off some pressure, it'll take off some stress. Get a job. But after you have that job, start building something of your own. I would much rather have my own business relying on my skills and ability than relying on the whims of stockholders and people that so like I like having control. I feel like when you work a full-time job, you don't really have as much control um, on the security of your job. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not knocking anyone that has a full-time job. I don't think full-time jobs are bad. For me, I like the control of and the security that comes with having my own thing. But I mean, to be honest with you, get a job. If this isn't for you, and I'm not claiming that starting an online business and all of that stuff, I'm not claiming that is for everyone. If you think it's more secure to have a job, then do that. But there are many more people that absolutely hate the concept of working 40, 50, 60 hours. They hate the concept of working all of that time and not being able to see their family. I I drop my kids off from at school. I pick them up. I've gone to every single um, field trip. I have I have been the coach for a number of my kids' teams, and I wouldn't have been able to do that stuff if I had to work for somebody else. I went to no, this was when I was working, but I've gone to every um, I've gone to every doctor visit when my wife was pregnant. All of that stuff is more important to me. How do you scale it? How do you scale? Is it just through paid ads? You can scale organically. You don't have to spend a dime on ads if you don't want to. And if you're just getting started, would recommend that you don't spend the money on ads. Don't buy ads because you don't know what works. You don't know what's going to work. In your opinion, what's the easiest way to make $50 a day through online? My skill set is not your skill set, so I have no idea. You can do it through digital products. You can do that through affiliate marketing. I mean, it really all depends on what your skills are and what your interests are. You can do it through Amazon FBA. I've got an Amazon FBA account that I sell stuff through. I have affiliate products. I've got digital products. All of that stuff works. It just really all depends on what your skill set is. Um, what's the easiest way? The easiest way probably isn't the most profitable way. The easiest way would be to go get a part-time job. If you're only trying to make $50 per day, go get a part-time job. How do you sell on Amazon FBA? Basically, you work with suppliers over in a different country. I use primarily China, and when I work with suppliers, buy like I buy in bulk, and then I have them ship the product to Amazon here in the US. Um, some people call it like private label. I have my own private label products that I sell, and I obviously have a markup. Um, with Amazon FBA, it's pretty cool because you have no idea who I am or what I sell. I just started back in October, so it's still fairly new. But it's almost a completely hands-off process once the products get over to Amazon. So it's pretty cool. Is online arbitrage good? It can be good if you find products at the right price. What you got to understand is that everything works. You have to find something that works for you. Online arbitrage may not work because you can't afford to buy the products. Online arbitrage may work if you've got the time to find products at an inexpensive price. So it all depends. I'm sorry that I'm kind of giving you vague answers, but it's just the truth. Everything works. Dropshipping works if you can figure out the paid ads. Amazon FBA works if you can figure out your profit margin and get everything over and be able to make sure that you are competitive and have enough money for paid ads. Affiliate marketing works if you learn the skill of content creation and understanding your target audience. Selling digital products work. All of it works. I know that there are people out there that are going to tell you that this method is the only way to be successful, but all of it works. You just have to figure out one that works with your temperament. And once you do that, you can be successful online. Does that make sense? And what I'd recommend that you do is spend 6 months on one thing. Don't jump from thing to thing to thing because you see other people claiming to have success. Find one that works for you or you think will work and work on it for 6 months. When you start a website, what hosting to use to sync POD applications, Shopify, as well as creating? I have only used Bluehost. I don't. I've the only way that I've done print on demand is through like Etsy, so I can't give you good information there. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, so yeah, happy to help. Happy to help. But again, you just have to find one, and again, it really all comes down to solving problems. Find a problem. Some people like trinkets through like print on demand or Shopify. How do you drive traffic to an affiliate link for free? I would so this person says, the sad thing is none of these work for me. I would say, did you how hard did you push this? Did you actually give it a chance? Or did you try for 2 weeks and then throw your hands up? How consistent were you? How do you drive traffic to an affiliate link for free? You create content, and then you add a call to action. You can create content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook groups. You simply create content that is for a target audience, and then you add a call to action, or you tell them to get your free PDF or whatever it is that you're giving away. It actually works on Quora too. Someone asked me, I should tell this story real quick. And I tell it all the time. So if you've heard it before, I'm sorry. But when I first got started with affiliate marketing, it was right before my kids were born. And I was looking for a new way to make money online, and I watch a YouTube video where someone says, "Hey, go become an affiliate for Bluehost. Grab an affiliate link and then go over to Quora and answer questions on Quora and put your affiliate link in." Now, before I continue, do not do this. Don't follow this method. This method will get your account banned. And so, but again, this was a few years ago before AI and all the other stuff. And so what happened was that's exactly what I did. I went and grabbed my affiliate link for Bluehost. This was before they were part of the Impact Affiliate Network. And I answered 4 or 5 questions over on Quora. About a few hours later, I got in 2 emails saying that my answers were removed from violating the Quora terms of service. And so I was like, great, another thing that didn't work. And so, I finished out my workday, and by the time I got home, I'd gotten 2 more emails from Bluehost saying that 2 separate people had clicked on my affiliate links and made a purchase. So, um, you can use Quora anywhere where people are hanging out. There's no perfect place, but you've got to remember that people are hanging out in certain places. These places could be within forums. These places can be on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or Google with a blog or Pinterest. All of these places work. All of these places get billions of views per month. Um, any other questions? And so I'd be really curious. This person says the sad thing is that none of these work for me. I if we looked at your content, would you say that you really gave it a fair shot? What Chinese bulk selling platforms do you use? Alibaba is the website that I use. The sad thing is none of these work for me. Now again, I'd be interested to see what this person claimed that they did. How consistent were they? How persistent were they? Did they give it a fair shot, or did they try it for 2 weeks inconsistently and then threw their hands up? How do you make money on Pinterest? Same way that you make money with any other platform. You create content that resonates with a target audience, and then you send them either to a landing page, you send them to other content like your YouTube channel or a blog post, or you can, from time to time, I don't recommend it a lot, you can send them to the best and right way to do it would be to create Pinterest pins, whether they're video or static. Um, so create Pinterest pins, send them to your blog post, and then within your blog post, put in affiliate links to the products that you recommend or the products that you're selling, whatever it might be. What Chinese bulk selling platforms do you use? How do you make money on Pinterest? I think I answered that. I just don't see how you create a sustainable income from affiliate marketing. Surely only a few people buy. How do you get consistently different buyers? So, how can I answer that? You create content consistently to drive people to your affiliate links. So you don't just create one video and then take a step back and say I did it. You constantly or consistently create content that's helpful. And you've got to realize that new people are coming aboard to whatever your niche is every single day with essentially the same problem. There are new people that are turning 18 and don't know what you know. And so they're going to go to the internet and they're going to ask the same questions that have been asked hundreds, if not thousands of times. So you're thinking that there is a finite, um, you're thinking that there's a finite number of people within your niche. But in reality, there are essentially new people coming to your niche every single day. I'll give you a good example. One of my blogs was on microwaves. And a question that I asked was, or a question that I answered was, can you put aluminum foil in microwaves? Now, you might know that you can't put aluminum foil in microwaves, but when I was 9 years old, I didn't know that. And I put aluminum foil in a microwave. There are people every single day that learn for the first time that you can't put aluminum foil in a microwave. There are people every single day that are asking for the first time, what are the best stand mixers for kneading dough? And that's how you have to think about it. There are new people every single day that want to learn what you know. Where should I promote my affiliate link if I don't want to spend money on it? Um, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, anywhere there's free. Facebook. Which one is the best on Pinterest? Pen or Idea Pen? So Idea Pens were working out very well. Anytime a platform brings a new feature, they usually will push that feature. And so for a while, it was Idea Pens. For a while, it was like video Idea Pens. I don't know if that's still the case, but that was what was working at one point. Is it important to do a drip campaign and funnel marketing? Yeah, if you want long-term success, you want to do email marketing. Can you repurpose old stuff on YouTube and remarket as yours because people are looking for current active posts? Are you saying can you repurpose someone else's content or your content? Very important distinction that we need to make there. Um, but if you're making YouTube videos, they're going to be up on YouTube forever. Also, too, with affiliate marketing, another aspect is that you have to realize that there are new products that are coming aboard every single day. So people will say affiliate marketing, don't use other people's content. Some people will say affiliate marketing is saturated, but it's literally impossible for affiliate marketing to be saturated because there are new products and services that are coming aboard every single day. I'm trying to find something that would be brand new to give you an example. For example, I've got this down here. I'm going to drop this microphone. Um, so I'm sorry if you guys can hear all that rustling, but oh, this isn't what I thought it was. Oh, yes, it is. Does anybody know? Does anybody know what this is? Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? I'll show everybody. Comment down below if you have an idea of what you think this is. And I'll prove to you for a fact that affiliate marketing can't be saturated. It can't be whatever you might be thinking it is. But what is this? This is a product. It's made by Ring. Ring, by the way, is owned by Amazon. So comment. What do you think this is? Anybody know? Anybody got a guess? Comment what you think that is. Flashlight. What else? What do you think that is? Looks like there's about 36 people on this live stream. Comment what you think it is. I'll let you take a look at it one more time. No. Shop says no. So, what is this? What is this? Comment what you think. pull it further away. You can see what it is. This is this is a Ring dash cam cigar. Yeah, it's a Ring dash cam. Most of you guys have no idea what a Ring dash cam is. You guys know what Ring is, right? Ring does the video doorbells and the security cameras. So this is a oh, don't drop it. So this is a Ring security camera. This is a Ring security camera, right? You guys know what this is? Ring security camera. Looks pretty familiar. This is a Ring indoor security camera. 10 years ago, there was no such thing as this. 10 years ago, there was no such thing as a Ring indoor security camera. 5 years ago, there was no such thing as a Ring dash cam. In fact, I think this is like less than 3 years old. So tell me how affiliate marketing is oversaturated when I just showed you two products that weren't around 10 years ago. Do you think there are people that are asking questions about those products? Do you think people are asking questions on how to install it? Are they comparing that Ring dash cam to the other cameras that are out there, other dash cams? Are people asking questions like the best dash cams for beginners or the best dash cams under $200? That's why affiliate marketing can't be saturated, because there are new products every single day. Every year, there are new TVs that come out, and new TVs get better and smarter and faster. New computers. Right now I'm using a Mac Studio. 5 years ago, if you had looked up Mac Studio, it would have taken you to a beauty product. Today, when you look up Mac Studio, it comes back to Apple's desktop computer. So affiliate marketing cannot be saturated because it's basically promoting products. If you are looking to get into affiliate marketing, start with new products. Start with products that are fresh on the market. What's the best way to build cash quick without getting a job? I have no idea. I have no idea how we could build cash quick without getting a job. But anyway, does that make sense? Do you guys understand why affiliate marketing can't be saturated? It's simply because there are new products that come out. There are new things. There are new trinkets, new shiny objects for people to buy. And people love new stuff. When you do landing page and affiliate marketing, how do you make it look like a push to sell? Well, when I do a landing page, I'm giving something away for free. I'm giving away a lead magnet, so there's no push to sell there. A landing page is you giving away additional value, not buy. Does that make sense? I might go for a walk. I was going to take a nap after this, but I might go for a walk. My foot is feeling better, good enough where I can go for a walk and it won't be absolutely painful. Hey, thanks for the likes that are coming in. I appreciate it. If you have not already done so, please feel free to give this thing a like. Yeah. Any other questions? I'm just getting over being sick. I gotta start doing lives more. I've been just like not wanting to do lives recently. Haven't really been interested. Because I don't know, I just haven't really wanted to. Anyway, all you have to do to be successful online is identify a problem people have and sub problems after that. Let me give you another example. People, especially in the times of in a recession, they tend to want to do things themselves. When it's agree, you do great content. Hey, thanks, I appreciate it. When times are lean, at least in the United States, people tend to do things themselves. When times are going well, there's a lot of money out in the air. People will hire other people to do things. And why I'm telling you this is one of the things that people do all the time is they'll go look up how to change the oil in a Nissan Maximum, for example. You could be on the other side of that, teaching people how to change the oil, how to change the brakes, how to change whatever within, how to change windshield wiper fluid. Do you think fitness content is dead? Is that what you're asking? I think that most people have to niche down. What is other affiliate e-commerce website apart from Amazon? There are tons of them. There are over 5,000 affiliate programs. And so you just have to do a search based on your niche. Do you think you are going to reach your goal of helping 1 million people? Well, that's the goal. Will I reach it if I'm consistent and persistent and I keep developing my skills? Right now, there's a skill that I don't know that I'm learning to figure out. I'm trying to figure out that skill. And once I figure out that skill, then I don't see why I can't hit a million. That's the thing. There's whenever you're not where you want to be, it's a matter of a skill gap. It's finding that skill gap. I want to say thank you for your videos with affiliate marketing. I make 30K so far. Thank you. Hey, you're welcome. Um, when you're not where you want to be, it's a skill gap. And so right now, I'm in the search of identifying where my skill gap is and learning that skill. So that's where I am. What's the skill you don't know? If I knew what I don't know, then I would know it. You don't know what you don't know. I told my boss that once. Shocked her. I'll tell that story real quick. I'm sitting first day of it was first day of work. I was working as an admissions advisor, and the first day they gave us this thick binder. It was me and this one other person. Um, and at the end of the day, the manager asked, we're both sitting in a chair next to each other, and she says, "Hey, what questions do you have?" The person next to me, my eventual competitor, was asking all of these questions, and I didn't say a word. And she's like, "How come you don't have any questions?" I said, "Well, right now I don't know what I don't know. Until I know what I don't know, I won't have any questions because I don't know what to ask." Hey, thanks for sharing my live. I appreciate it, Emily. But I don't know what I don't know. And until I figure out what I don't know, I'm going to be on the hunt to learn that skill. But yeah, the goal is 1 million. Shop Smart with Me says, what is other affiliate e-commerce website apart from Amazon? You've got Temu, you've got Best Buy, you've got Walmart, you've got Target, you've got Bass Pro Shops, you've got Cabela's, you've got I think the Container Store had an affiliate program. IKEA had an affiliate program at one point. How many years have you been working for yourself, not a job? I think 2019. I think it's 2019. I want to say thank you. Okay, so yeah, the goal is a million, and then the goal will be 10 million, and then the goal will be, 100 million. So yeah, the thing that separates you where you are now and where you want to be is a skill. One skill will drastically will change your life, and then you add another skill on top of that. Two skills will put you in rarefied air. But I mean, that's what it comes down to. Learn and perfect one skill. Now, I would say that I haven't perfected any skills. That's another thing that I'm working on. Um, but if I perfect a skill or get near perfection, I'll be really successful. Any other questions? I am like really upset about. I thought I had this solution. How much were you making online to quit your job? I don't remember. It was a few years ago. I can tell you my last job, I was a software developer. Where to sell my Chrome extensions? You might want to try Code Canyon. You may want to try. I don't know if Code Canyon. I think Code Canyon would be a good place. I don't know. I don't think ThemeForest may work. You could also market them by creating content around them. What problems do your Chrome extensions solve? I'm struggling with self belief because when I look at things rationally, most people don't succeed. So, how is it probable for me to succeed? When you are comparing yourself to others, you are always going to struggle. I, I don't compare myself and where I am to where anyone else is. I compare myself where I am right now to where I was yesterday. Am I getting better yesterday? Then am I better today than I was yesterday? And quite honestly, I think motivation comes from inside. It's internal. You have to motivate yourself. I think people that look for external motivation will always fail. I shouldn't have to tell you to be great for you to want to be great. You have to want to be great more than anything else. So, I mean, it's one of those things. I think that's that's a blind spot that I have, is trying to motivate people, because I think motivation comes internally. If you aren't a self starter, if you don't want to do this for yourself, if you don't want to do this more than you want to go punch a clock, then, go punch a clock, go work for somebody. And again, I'm not saying that working for somebody is bad. I think that there are people out there that need to work and find security and comfort in working for other people. I'm not one of those people. So yeah, motivation has to come from inside. Any other questions? So what I encourage you guys to do right now is go out and find one problem that people are having. How many Blue Hosting affiliate marketing pages do you launch at first? How many do you have now? I don't really understand that question. Um, do you mean like blog posts? If I wanted to be a millionaire and quit my job, what's the best plan and how long would it take? It's simple. Solve a problem. Everybody out there that is a millionaire and a 10,000aire, they solve one problem, and they did it over and over again. Jeff Bezos solved the problem of getting books in the hands of people that wanted them faster than anybody else. He eventually scaled that to other products. But when you look around, ask yourself from now on, instead of just consuming stuff, ask yourself this: what problem is this solving? When you look at content, when you look at when you look to buy stuff, ask yourself this: what problem is this product solving? Because everything, can you really make money from a blog? Yes. Everything solves one problem. So you have to identify one problem and solve it. And you have to do it again and again and again, continuously, monotonously, boringly, every single day. Anybody that has made any money, offline or online, a concrete construction company, what do? What problem they solve? They lay concrete. Best Buy, what problem they solve? They sell electronics to consumers. Walmart, they have quote unquote the best prices. Does your blog post pay you because of affiliate marketing? There's a couple ways that you can monetize a blog. I'm not sure. I have not used Bluehost. You seem to market many products, or just using one page. It depends on what the page calls for. If I'm creating content about the best stand mixers for kneading dough, I'm going to promote stand mixers. If people are asking how to build a blog or a website, I'm going to use Bluehost. But anyway, solve one problem. Solve it over and over again. For example, people want to know people want to know what foods are safe for their pets to eat. And so they're going to the internet and they're looking up, can dogs eat blueberries? How to generate traffic without socials or email? By creating blog posts and YouTube videos. Or you could actually do what's called solo ads. You could also do solo ads as well. But people are asking thousands of times per day, can dogs eat blueberries? Can dogs eat mangoes? Can dogs eat blah, blah, blah? The overall problem is pet owners, dog owners want to know what foods are safe for their dogs to eat. The sub questions that people are asking is, can dogs eat this and that and whatever? That's all you have to do. Now, of course, it's simple. It's not easy. It's not simple. The difficulty comes in the execution. Can you execute? Can you learn and execute and learn and execute and learn and execute? Most people don't want to learn and execute. They just want to have the money fall out of the sky. You got to learn and execute and learn and execute. You got to become better at creating YouTube videos or blog writing or whatever your thing is. If you invest 200 pounds into drop shipping, is that sufficient amount to invest? I have no idea. That's not like you. This is partial information, and I can't give you an answer. What are you investing 200 pounds in? Or does that include Facebook ads? What product are you drop shipping? Are you spending money on a website? Like that's not good info. I can't give you a real answer. Maybe, yes, sure. No, I don't know. Because that's not good enough information. Are you drop shipping a product that is trendy? Are you drop shipping a product that nobody wants? No idea. What do you use to host and post your blogs? I recommend beginners use Bluehost. I was using a virtual private server. However, my server got compromised. And so all of my blog posts and all of my blogs are down as we speak. So I've got to change my server. But again, like I said, all of it works. Dropshipping can work. If you've got money to invest in ads, you can keep trying different ads until you find an ad combination that works. Most people will do one ad and the ad doesn't work. They try an ad, they immediately lose $5 and they say, "Oh, this doesn't work," and they stop, not realizing that it can take time for YouTube or Facebook or whatever you're using to find the right people. Any other questions? We've been on for about 57 minutes. Are there any ways to make money online other than affiliate marketing, digital products, dropshipping, Amazon FBA, SMMA? Yeah, there's probably like 20 ways to make money online. There's a bunch of different ways. You use Bluehost for affiliate and blogging. Does that hosting page give you the opportunity to have multiple pages with different content or products? So when I use Bluehost, I use WordPress for my hosting platform, and then you can have multiple web pages. Do you mean like websites? I'm not really sure what you're asking there. So we'll probably go for another couple minutes, usually because I start to get a little ornery when it gets to an hour. But yeah, there's so many different ways to be successful online. You just have to pick one and focus. What are those ways? You want me to list all of the ways to be successful online? You might be better served to go do a Google or YouTube search. This is going to sound really bad, but you can tell the people that are going to be successful based on the types of questions that they ask. People that are going to be successful, they're resourceful. They're going to go out and figure it out for themselves. People that need their hand held through the entire process are going to struggle because they need their hand held. Do you have a video on how to use Bluehost? I have a video on how to create a blog with Bluehost. Yeah. How to start a blog with Bluehost. But what I recommend that you do if you really want to be successful online, you've got to learn how to be resourceful. Because what happens after this video ends and I'm not live streaming? Are you just going to give up on your dream of being successful, or are you going to be resourceful and search and hunt down an answer that satisfies you? So I'd recommend that you go out. A simple search with best ways to make money online would probably be a good start. So it's only 54. What do you think about TikTok Shop? I feel like it's kind of like the QVC where people are just promoting it. I've made money promoting just random stuff on there, but yeah, I think if they do it correctly, it can be very successful. The problem with a TikTok shop is like every third video is a TikTok shop video and it turns people off. So like when I open up TikTok, I'll see like an ad, a full screen ad, and then I'll see a TikTok shop video, and then I might see a regular video on my from my For You page, and then I'll see a TikTok live stream for a TikTok product, and then I might see another ad, and then eventually I might see I might see a video from someone that I actually follow. So that's the problem. They've got to balance that. They've got to balance it out. I want to go ahead and invest in your leadership program to fire my boss in the future. I'm looking to take action. What is your recommendation out of your products best geared towards affiliate? Um, all of my so what you could do is I think I've got a link in the description. It'll take you to a free training. After that free training, there's an opportunity to join my coaching program. It's every single week we meet, and we actually will talk through your business. We meet every Thursday at 5 p.m. There's also like 4 or 5 complete courses, including a complete course on YouTube. There's a complete course on how to monetize social media. I've got complete courses on affiliate marketing, and I also have a roadmap of courses that are coming soon. So um, that's probably going to be the best way at this point. No one becomes a millionaire overnight. That's true. But if you can generate reasonable income in a week, what do you recommend? I recommend something that maximizes your skills. Okay. So, real quick story before I let you all go. Before I get started with affiliate marketing and digital products, I used to be a freelance WordPress developer. When I first got started, I was charging people about $300 per 5-page WordPress website, which I thought was really good at the time, and I could get maybe 1 or 2 of those per per every couple days. Do you still have your private group coach? Yeah, it's in the description. It's $39 per month and cancel anytime. So I thought that making $300 for a 5-page WordPress website was pretty good until I made $2,500 with a 5-page WordPress website. Why do I tell you this? Because I had a skill that other people didn't want or need. What are 5 signs someone will be successful? Um, the types of questions they ask, their willingness to be consistent and persistent. But the thing is I could have built 5-page WordPress websites, but I didn't want to spend more time doing those things. I wanted something where I could do it once and it paid me again and again and again. Also, too, when it came to freelancing, you had to continuously find customers, and that was something that I just didn't really want to do. Cold calling, sending emails, sending out little postcards. That's why I look for something else. So, if you wanted to make some money this week, if I had to start all over and I needed to have some cash on hand, live will end in 1 minute. I wonder why that is. If I wanted some cash on hand, what I would do is I would go find small and medium-sized companies and offer to do 5-page WordPress websites. Do you have consistent I got to start. So in my group coaching, we meet live every Thursday at 5 p.m. I have made a declaration to myself that I'm going to start going live more consistently here on YouTube and the other platforms, but I don't have a consistent time right now simply because our kids are in all sorts of sports. They're in soccer and in baseball and gymnastics and track. And so usually it'll be at night or in the evenings, but I might start doing like lunchtime hours just so that I can make sure that I go live daily. So 5-page WordPress websites, if you're interested in freelancing, that could be selling digital products, that could work. Affiliate marketing can work. I keep saying it all works. It all can work. You just have to find something that works for you. Do you still have group coaching? Yeah, I think I answered that. What are 5 signs? I think I gave you 4. 4 signs: consistency, persistence, uh, being resourceful and finding solutions on your own, not waiting for people to tell you what to do. And I think I had another one in there. Thank you for this. You're welcome. All right. So we have gone live for exactly 1 hour. Cool. I will check out your coaching program after this. All right. Awesome. All right, guys. So thanks so much for hopping on. I think I'm going to go take a walk now or take a nap. I haven't decided. You guys have a great day and we'll talk soon. Come on. There we go. All right. Well, in that one.